today. They're telling me what you're talking about is like it's another radio station thing, which doesn't compete with us at all. And they don't want you to promote another radio station on the air, considering we have 3 other radio stations down the hallway. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Fair enough, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, I want to talk to him about other things, though. Okay?
All right, I'm going to give you 1 minute. Say hello to Tim Reed from the Boilermaker. Here he is.
Yeah. What's the name of Malicki's first name?
Who?
The guy in the white shirt. What's his name? I forgot.
The guy in what?
The guy in the red shirt. What's his name?
Red shirt.
Oh, red shirt.
Jeff Manicki. Yeah, it's Manaski. You kind of like him. Yeah.
Okay.
Wave to Barbara.
Wait, can he move? Can he move from that position?
You know,
I'm trying to look at the back of his head.
I have never, I got to tell you something. I've never thought in a million years that Barb is somebody who's called me for many years, that Barb, and she's from Utica, that Barb and my wife would agree on the same 12-hour period. Before we went to sleep last night, my wife said, "Oh, you got to do something with Manaski here. Christine's not there. He's got to move that equipment to the other side and run it from the other side." We were looking at the back of his head.
I look at the back of his head.
Yeah, that's what my wife, Barb, you and my wife, the two of you. Oh, you guys should go out for coffee.
They're channeling.
I met your wife and your kid.
Yes, I totally remember that.
I know that. You got a beautiful family. You're a lucky man.
Well, thank you, Barb. I appreciate hearing from you, and
I'm going to be calling. Like I said.
Good. Don't be a stranger, okay?
No, I won't.
All right.
I said I miss being in the studio.
Well,
So like I said, would you consider moving back downtown?
Probably not. I think we have a really nice home here. You haven't seen it yet, but it's a pretty nice place. So
I got no car, so I got to go up there and take a cab.
I think that's why they're here, to
$20.
be honest. So.
Like I said, I'm downtown now.
I got it. All right.
I miss you guys. I miss you. See what I did before.
Can I ask you one quick question that people are asking me? Where are you?
That time.
Where do you live? And now I know that you lost your house at one point, and your brother. Are you guys still together?
No. Both of my brothers last year, they both died.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Now I'm all alone.
You're alone, and where you don't have to say exactly where, but where do you live now? Do you live in an apartment?
No, I was in Kennedy Plaza, right across the street from the
high rise.
City Hall.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, Barb, don't be a stranger.
Wait. And also, like I said, it's a bad day for me today, but you made it better because my late parents, if they were alive, their 66th wedding anniversary. Like I said,
well, listen,
I listen all the time. Now I'm going to start calling in.
We're on speed dial now.
We're going to stir the pot.
All right, let's stir that pot.
Exciting, okay?
All right, Barb, you have a wonderful weekend, and thanks so much. Okay. Well, it's very sad that she lost your brother Bill. Remember those days, Tim?
Remember those days?
Well,
those days.
What do you think of Manaski moving over to the other side?
Sure, who wants to see the back of Jeff's head?
Yeah.
He's got fans that...
You're losing your hair there. I mean, of all people, you should want to be over on that side.
Thanks. I'm so glad you brought that up. So, but here's the thing. When we have Tim in,
they move
guest,
right. But the second guest is going to be an issue. They're just going to have to crowd over. Right. But until we fill that position, I think that Barb is probably right.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're saying
You'll
my
have
wife
to put up on here this space for rent.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You know what's funny though? The issue I had thought about moving over there. I'm just gonna have to make a trip to Best Buy or something. These computers, they only have so much cord.
Right.
I can't get them over.
You have to do an extension.
I'm gonna have to do an extension maneuver.
All right. Well, let's listen. This has been a little catching up on old times here. Let's remember what we're here for.
Right.
Tim Reed in studio. Good morning.
Well,
you have the
I brought it back.
New York State Broadcast Association award that we received. This community received. They put our name on it, but really it's for everybody for the Flint water donation event that we did, and you were just in Flint and you took the award out.
I took the award out there. We were out there a couple weeks ago. It was the 40th anniversary running of the Crim race, and it was very important to them that folks came from
people from Utica
to
went
remember
there to support
them. They were shocked.
Yeah, I'll bet.
But I mean, that was one of the things that I think the mayor of Flint had said was, we were kind of the first community that stepped up.
Yeah.
And
even communities in there region didn't step up until we
like
did.
we did.
Yeah.
So we took a nice 11-hour bus ride out there, and it was a lot of fun.
That's
and
really
like
cool.
I said, they were very excited.
Is the race as now the Boilermaker, when the Boilermaker runs here, of course, we know what happens. Everything stops. It becomes the moment. Do they have the same excitement there?
They do not have. I would say they do not have the crowd support that we're used to seeing.
And that's
they
the
have
biggest
a bunch
thing for
That's
here.
a huge thing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing that I hear from people that run this race from around the world is they've never run a race where you've got 9.3 miles shoulder to shoulder.
So big here that when the TV stations all carry it live, but they all repeat it later in the day because you know that most everybody's there watching it live or participating in some way or another.
Or to be able to see either themselves or, because there's just so much pageantry, for lack of a better term.
So pretty cool. So you got some pictures with the award out there?
Got some pictures with the award out there and whatever it is. So it was a lot of fun.
We'd like to display this thing somewhere that the entire community could reap the benefits, and we've talked about that. So.
Exactly.
All right, good stuff there, Tim Reed.
I do have one kind of 9/11 thing to say.
Okay, all right.
It is amazing. I'm a history major, and it is amazing to think about what that one day has done if you think about the trajectory of the world today for the last 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think people forget that a couple years earlier there was a bombing that took place in the Twin Towers, and they traced it back to a extremist group. And
but nothing like
that.
9/11.
And we fought, and I guess they actually figured out where Black Hawk Down took place in Mogadishu. That was actually our first time we kind of locked horns with Al Qaeda.
Yeah.
We didn't know that they were called Al Qaeda back then. But my kids are in their 20s, and I think that they'll never know kind of what it's like to live in a post 9/11 world.
No, it's very interesting. When we talk about kids and computers today that grew up in the electronic age. The world changed that day.
It did.
And the way, I see it in the media, the things that you could do and get away with, and the things that you could. We just saw that change. Boarding an airplane changed. The security changed. And now, since then, it's almost been something that these other terrorist groups have watched and realized, boy, this is the way to attack a nation. This is the way to attack the established world.
And that show, The Night Of, you could have run that show as it was, but there was no doubt about it in regards to it that there was an element there that was created because of the post 9/11 world.
No doubt about it. It's pretty amazing how it's. We talked to Tanya about this a little bit last hour, and it just makes you think. It really changed everything.
It did.
Yeah. Tim Reed, Boilermaker. Thank you, Tim.
All right.
7:21. Come right back at WIBX.